lovelies, welcome to Lanmou Tarot. This is a general reading for Leo's Sun, Moon, Rising for the second week of July 2019. Here we go, Leo. Oh, that was fast. This is the Doreen Virtue Daily Guidance Oracle deck. Let's look at the bottom of the card of the deck for you. We have focus on service. Your soul desires only to joyfully serve and to swim in a constant stream of bliss. Service, service, service. But the card that actually jumped out for you was release and surrender, Leo. I'll pull it closer so you guys can read it perhaps. Release and surrender. We shower you with blessings of our radiant love. Open your arms and release the challenges that you've held tightly gripped within your hands. Open your hands, arms, and heart to our love and assistance. Spirit is asking you to release and surrender. Let go of control and let them take the wheel. Okay, Leo? Let them take the wheel. And I mean will as in W-H-E-L. All right. Release and surrender. Open your arms, your hands, and your heart to our love and assistance. That's just beautiful. That's beautiful. You have two beautiful cards here. One on your focus on your desires to love. And I say to love, I don't know why, but that's not what the card says. I'm looking at it right here. It says desires to joyfully serve and to swim in a constant stream of bliss. But I guess for a lot of you also desires to love and perhaps to be loved. All right. This is the Cosmic Tarot. This is the first card that jumped out for you, the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords has been very popular here during the set of reading. Yours is the last one, Leo. Actually, I kind of thought I did it and forgot and had to come back to do yours. The Five of Cards. Oh, okay. I guess we'll take those right here. There's four. The Five of Swords is the card of, it's Venus in Aquarius card, okay? And especially with this Five of Swords, it's interesting, beautiful. We have the Four of Wands at the bottom. You're working on your foundation, okay? On the new foundation here. Especially during this time in Cancer season, which talks about the home, right? The home is our first foundation, and especially for those of you that are like younger. So it seems kind of like here, Leo, you're trying to create a new foundation for yourself. That's what's facing you right now. Okay, this is Venus in Aries card right here, with the Four of Wands. This is aggressive, passionate, fiery, action taking to create our own abundance in creating our foundation. This is also the honeymoon card, Four of Wands. And this Four of Wands, I love the imagery of her creating that spiral. That is the spiral that we see, like, you know, in the vortex, that never ending spiral that's creating, you know, that's the motion of the universe, right? That's so beautiful here. And the dove is in perfect alignment with her extended arm, and there's a pyramid behind her. It's as if kind of like that foundation that you're creating, Leo, it's in alignment with your ancestors' wishes for you, or it's in alignment with those with the blood that's running through your veins, right? It's in alignment with and connects you with your past, perhaps not just this current path, but also your past lives. And also it's in alignment with your own peace, because that dove here is a sign of peace and a sign of love, right? Dove usually are. So it's a beautiful, and we have all these flowers lining the spiral that you are creating. It's and I love that she's on a tiptoe. Let me pull it forward again. She's standing on a tiptoe, showing that clearly she has found her balance. It's getting dim here. Let me get us a little bit more light. So she is like very much comfortable right, on a tiptoe. She has found her balance in like this foundation. She feels secured in that new foundation that she's creating. Okay, and this is just the bottom of the deck. We're going on out for it's 4 minutes now. No, another 4 for you, Leo. But the first card we have is the Five of Swords, and that Five of Swords is the Five of Swords is normally the card of conflict, but in this Five of Swords, clearly there's a burden here. There's a whatever it's there's no one else there that is fighting this man, okay? And it seems like it's a masculine figure on the card. He's there by himself, laying on the ground, almost like having surrendered. And I like that this card came out, because that's literally what the angel oracle card that came out for you is release and surrender. This man has surrendered. He's on his back on the ground, and all the swords that are representing those conflicting thoughts and ideas that he had are planted on the ground through a lotus flower, through a higher level, toward a higher consciousness, right? It's almost like he's no longer gonna allow those thoughts, those ideas to create conflict in his mind, to bring anxiety to him. He's just gonna lay them, but he's not just gonna lay them carelessly on the ground. He's gonna pierce them through the ground all around him, as if each one of those has their merit, depending on how they can bring him to something higher. But he's not gonna take them on. They're not on his body, because he has himself released himself, okay? The ones that are in alignment with that higher self, with that higher consciousness, is the ones that will stick, is the one that he will take on. But the rest of it, he has released them. He has released, right? That is a beautiful Five of Swords. Any conflict that you are having, Leo, you are finding the inner strength, and the angels perhaps are helping you, so you can stay in that state of bliss, so you can release them. And here we have the Three of Pentacles. You are working towards something, okay? And for some of you Leos, you are decidedly actually building a house, okay? That from your foundation you're creating. Look at this Three of Pentacles. It's a card of partnership, of building, of action taking, of creating. You are literally building, like you can see they're putting the stones there together, the blocks together. So this is you creating that new foundation. You're creating, like some of you, it's a house that you're building. And some of you, yes, it's a new career. It may be a new organization. Whatever it is, you're in partnership with a community, with others, and you are building something here, something that's material, something that's tangible, okay? It's not just in your mind anymore. Now it's in reality. It's in the physical form. Okay, and we have the Five of Cups, and the Five of Cups is a card of emotional disappointment. It's a card of feeling deep loss emotionally. So for some of you, in leaving this anxiety behind and creating that something new, it come at a cost. Some of you still have not found your balance yet emotionally, okay? You're doing all these things. Yes, you let go of the conflict. Yes, you're creating, but what you have here is you're still feeling a sense of loss, okay? Emotionally speaking, that is. Perhaps some of you felt like a sense of disappointment that someone has left you behind. But with the Five of Cups, there's always a notion of not all is lost. All you have to do is don't stay stuck in that feeling. Don't stay stuck in feeling in that sorrow. Okay, Spirit is asking you to release and surrender, to open your arms and release the challenges that you've held tightly gripped within your hands. Look how great it is here. This person here is looking, she's been sitting in this room, that's all she does. Think about the past, think about that loss, think about the disappointment, right? Perhaps actually someone has passed away. For some of you, you're actually grieving grieving a loss, as someone who have transitioned to the other side. And Spirit is telling you to just let go of this, to release all of these challenges, to release all the sadness, okay? To surrender, to just open your hands, your arms, your heart to their love and assistance, so they can bring you the joy and fulfillment that you need, that you desire. so you can stay in that stream of bliss. And I think you're doing so. This is the 10 of Wands. This is the end. This is the end of the burden. This is the end of the responsibility. This is the end of carrying on that heavy burden, those challenges on your back all by yourself. Okay, and I'm gonna take some clarification on the 5 of Cups for you. Okay, Leo, let's see what this 5 of Cups is about. Spirit, give us some clarification. Oh, okay. Knight of Wands. Yes, somebody left. Somebody left. It's either somebody left you, or there's somebody who was supposed to come, you're expecting, and they never showed up. But what I'm getting here is somebody left. Okay, somebody left, and that left you in a deep sorrow that you have not been able to recover from. A really deep sense of sorrow that we have here. And let's see here. Let's see if we can get another clarification for the... And the Knight of Wands are usually fast-moving energy. Perhaps some of you did not see it coming either. Okay, that loss that happened here. And yes, some of you might have been, if it's an emotional situation, it's a love situation, some of you might have been dealing with a player, someone that you thought you were building a home with, you were building stability with, you were in a true partnership with, and they just walked away. They just walked away from you. And look, this is the 8 of Pentacles. It came out in reverse. I don't shuffle in reverse, but when the cards jumped out in reverse, I take them as such. It's as if whatever it is that you were creating here, the work had to stop. This is my work in progress card. This is kind of like, let's keep building. The work must continue on. It had to stop. Like as soon as that person left, it's as if you just literally everything. You stopped everything. You stop working on perhaps even your career. You let go of yourself. You stop taking care of yourself. Perhaps even if you have kids, you are not being there for your kids. You just let go. Okay? You just stop working. You stop creating that foundation that is so important to you. The 10 of Wands. Spirit, give us some clarification on the 10 of Wands. Give us some clarification on the 10 of Wands. Clarification on the 10 of Wands, please. There. The 6 of Pentacles. You were carrying that heavy burden by yourself. The equal give and take, the equal sharing of the relationship was not there. The 6 of Pentacles talk about that give and take, finding balance, okay? Giving and receiving with fairness. That's what was lacking. Someone was not pulling their share weight. Someone just left you to your own accord, and you just couldn't. You got into such a sense of despair emotionally. You just couldn't carry that burden by yourself. That's why you had to let it go. You had to let it go. And for some of you, by releasing that burden, there will be someone coming towards you that bringing more balance, okay? And here we have the Knight of Cups, yes. And that's the message that was coming through as that Knight of Cups jumped out. Yes, for some of you, it's in releasing the burden that you're going to receive that cup of love. You're going to receive, someone's going to bring you the message. Someone's going to bring some love to you. And for others of you, it's a different scenario. It's that give and take was never there for you. That person was never there for you. That person never pulled up their weight. Look here. He's bringing a Knight of Cups, but he's drinking the cup. That's the cup that is coming to bring to offer, but he's drinking it. It's kind of like by the time he got there to you, he's still crossing that body of water here. By the time that stream here, by the time he get there for you, there won't be anything. Will there be anything in that cup for you, Leo? Okay. So I feel like that's why you... Queen of Pentacles is at the bottom, the ultimate nurturer, the mother, right? Minor kind of version of the Empress. I think that's why you studying. What's facing you now is that you have to start again from the beginning. You have to create your own foundation, your own abundance, okay? And you're gonna be aggressive about it. But the first step is to release and surrender. Release those conflicting thoughts. Let go of any conflict someone else might have brought to you. And so you can create again. Children, your love life is being affected by children. At the bottom, we have true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. So for some of you here, the sadness might have been, the loss that you experience might have been because of children, okay? The loss that you experience might have been because of children, the children in your life. Perhaps that person had kids and you didn't have kids with them, and they were giving more to that other family they had before, to their kids, to that other side, and not enough to you. Or perhaps that person left you with kids, and that's why it was so heavy a burden for you to carry by yourself. When they left you and they stopped working, you had to carry that burden. There wasn't enough give and take. Especially if you had kids before them, your kids are not their kids. You know your situation best, and apply these messages as it speaks to you, as it resonates to your current situation, and get the insights that you need. But the big the essence of the message you need to get here is that release and surrender. Do not hold on to any challenges. Do not hold on to any sadness, to any grief. Just know that the angels got you. Release all of those burdens to them. They want to lighten your load so you can really focus on service, because you want to focus on your desires to continue to swim in that stream of bliss, and they want that for you, and they're saying we want to help you to get there. Okay. And look at here, put your entire focus upon staying in the stream of giving and receiving in every situation and in all that you do. Focus on giving and receiving. That give and take, that balance is so important in all that you do, in every relationship you enter, even if with your own kids. Okay. So you can stay replenish for yourself and to be able to give to others as well. Don't overgive, or don't take and not taking your share and not doing your share of the work. All right, Leo, I feel like that's a message for you. You really want to create that new foundation, a stable foundation, to find stability for yourself. And I feel like a lot of you are doing the work. You are putting an end to conflict, especially inner conflict, so you can really use your strength to create something that's very important, that's very tangible for you, for your future, something that's going to go towards your stability. And in doing so, it's important to let go of the sadness. For those of you that have this deep sadness within, and perhaps other people don't even see it, don't even realize it, but you're carrying that around, the angels want you to release that. Let go of the burdens so you can focus on building that foundation. And I hope this message resonates with you. Please come back next week. And as always, remember, love is the only answer. Bye.